Guys, today I'm going to be going over how to update your Mazda firmware using a Mac. So right now I'm running Mac OS Ventura on this M1 2020 MacBook Air, as you can see here. So for Mac users, you have this extra step. Windows users can skip this. What you're going to do is navigate to the link in the description and download a free 14-day trial for Parallels Desktop 18 for Mac, and go through the instructions, and it will let you install Windows 11 as a part of the trial for 14 days on your Mac. Up and running, as I have up here on my Mac, you'll be able to access this Google Drive link that I've provided in the description. And I'll quickly explain some of the things here. So the README is very important, and that's what I'll be going over first. So this has the instructions to copy the file properly onto USB. So this is at your own risk, and you need to ensure you do the installation of the firmware correctly on your own. I've been able to do it successfully, as has other people, and I'm not responsible for any damage to your Mazda's infotainment system. I was able to update it without any issues and saved a lot of money from going to my dealer. I did it because I wanted to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto working. The next thing is this firmware is strictly only for North America, so the firmware file that I have found, it is for North America only, so don't try to use this if you have a European or non-North American version Mazda vehicle. If your firmware version is under 29.0, you will have to update it 31.1. I am not sure if you have to go from 31 to 70 and then to 74, which is the one that I found as the latest as of April 2023 at the time of recording. But definitely if you're 29 or below, you will have to update to 31. And thanks to AAA WERKES for providing this video in the description, as well as some information on how to do that. So I was able to successfully install this firmware on my 2017 Mazda CX-5 GS here in Canada. First I went from 59 to version 70 to now version 74.00.324a. I was also able to retrofit and install the Apple CarPlay module for my vehicle with these parts, and that's probably a reason why you'd want to update, so that you'll be able to do that yourself. Again, this is used at your own risk. Now that you're done reading the terms there, just for your safety, and you're sure that your Mazda model is North American, once you have Windows up and running like I do here, you're going to download the files in this Google Drive folder, and what it will come out as is a zip file, a compressed zip file, and you're going to want to extract that. And you're going to extract all those files, go through the extract process, and you're going to see a file that says right here, new North America only Mazda firmware, after the extraction process is done. You can open the file, and there's a few other applications inside here. So this checksum utility, credits to the previous YouTuber I just mentioned for providing this, but you're going to use this checksum utility, right click, run as administrator, yes, and then you're going to navigate to the file you just downloaded. What this hash check is going to do is help ensure the integrity of the file while it was being downloaded. So I'm going to go here, go to the file that I just extracted, and click on the CMU 150 North America 74.00324a update. This is a UP file. Make sure it's the same path as your extracted file, and you're going to open that. So you had your checksum utility go through. What you're going to want to do is compare the MD5 and then the SHA values here. They should match. In my case they do. This is the file that I've used and it's worked fine. As long as they match, this provides a good indication that the file hasn't been tampered with and it hasn't become corrupted while you were downloading it. After you've gone ahead and checked those MD5 and SHA values, you can open up another window here and plug in your USB stick. Now you want to get a USB stick from a reliable brand like Kingston or SanDisk, preferably under 32 gigabytes, in between 16 though and up, because I've heard some people having issues with their infotainment system recognizing it for whatever reason. So once you've got that, you will want to right click here, press format, and this is all in your Windows file menu options. Format it to default capacity, make sure this is FAT32. This is pretty important, otherwise your infotainment system on your Mazda will not recognize this. You can set the default allocation size right there to default. Give it a name, quick format, and let it format. And just like that, the format is complete. And now you can go back to the Windows file menu, go back to downloads, go back here, and find the up file. This is the update file. And what you want to do now is copy. So this is the copy, Control C, and copy that onto your disk right here. So I'm going to paste. And it might take a minute or two. It's about 1 GB file. Make sure it's the UP file and you paste it from that proper path as we checked below. Once the file has been successfully copied onto your USB flash drive, what you can do now is go back to downloads, go back to the file you extracted, double click, and reopen the checksum utility again. And this time you're going to browse to your flash disk, which in my case is called Mazda Drive E. Double click on it again and rerun your MD5 and SHA values for hash check and compare it to the ones in the README file and make sure they're the same. Just compare them with the read file once again, and since they're the same, that means that there is no corruption in the process of copying this file to the USB flash disk. And now you can go ahead and open File Explorer again, and once you've checked that it's there and fine, safely eject. And to do that, you're going to right click and click eject. And now you have successfully created a firmware file to be able to plug into your Mazda. The rest of the video, I'm just going to point to the README document, and you can refer to this video made by 888 WERKES. It's a very good guide. The rest of the video is essentially similar to this. To update the vehicle, I followed his steps and was able to do it without any issue, despite having much newer firmware compared to him using 70.0. And the one here is 74.0, pardon me. So follow the instructions here, and this should have your Mazda infotainment system up to date without an issue. I was able to do this in my vehicle without any issue, and I was also able to get CarPlay up and running with the parts as I indicated here and obtained from my my local Mazda dealer. I hope that video kind of helped. There wasn't really one with an updated firmware or how to do it on Mac, but I was able to figure it out without an issue. So please refer to his video as attached in the description, as well as the README file for the rest of the steps. But thank you for watching, and I hope that was of some help for you.